Hey everyone, this is an addition to a sculpting tutorial we've used in the past. We've found a better way to grab and manipulate the tentacle to pose it and make it look like it's alive. So I'm going to do this first part of the video, then we'll splice it into the existing part in which you'll have Jaden and me going over how to sculpt the tentacle. So what we want you to do in the common drive is we want you to start with this file here. We want you to open it up. You can either copy it to your H drive and open it, or you can open it and do a save as later, whatever you like to do. Once you open that file, what you're going to see is this tentacle right here. So this is just a real simple base mesh that I made. You can turn W on and off to see the amount of geometry. In this base mesh, it's simple enough to get started with, and it's kind of the rough shape and size we want anyways. So I'm going to show you the posing tools. Now there's a Google slide as part of the intro here, but I also going to record this here. So we're going to use the pose tools, which are part of the Mudbox tools here. Now most of the time you're going to be using the sculpt tools, but we're going to actually start this guy off with the pose tools. And there's 4 different pose tools, but realistically we're only kind of using these first 2 here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put, the best way to describe it are bones inside the tentacles. This method is used for any animated character that you see that moves around. There's some sort of a hidden skeleton inside. So we're going to create a joint. What we're going to do is we're going to click on the tentacle, sort of starting at the base, and we're going to drag up. Now, the more you drag, the more that bone is going to influence. So I don't recommend clicking and dragging all the way up to the top. Really what we're doing is we want to create a bone that's going to mainly influence this first part. Then we'll make another bone. So we've done that bone there. Now I can go in and I can pose it a little bit. Now you'll notice on the side here, the left button rotates, the middle button translates, which is moves. So if I mouse over here, I can now grab this and I can actually bend a little bit, like that. Then I can go back to joint, and I can click, and I can drag again. And you may have to experiment with this to find and to get it to do what you want. But again, if you move off the tentacle, off the bone versus on top of the bone, you'll get different things. If you click right on the joint and move, it's more of a rotational, where if you click up here, it's more of a bending motion. So I'll try something like that. Then I'm going to go back to joint. I'm going to create another joint up here, and you'll notice it kind of splices them all together. So now I'm going to go up here and I'm going to bend it back, but I'm also going to make sure I'm bending in 3D too. So I'm going to take and bend it that way. So we've got it kind of going up, and then we got it going around a corner. Now I'm going to create another joint up here. Probably end up doing about 5, but in the end, it's up to you. You need to do what works for you. And I'm going to, again, bend it back this way. And I think I'll do one more up at the top here. Go to the pose tools, sort of look at which way this guy's going. Now let's go that way. He looks like he's kind of reaching for something. And let's maybe move it a little bit off to the side there. There we go. So that's going to be my tentacles. Now,
I go to 4.
yeah, I'll bump up to 4. We've got 90, almost 100,000 polygons. That's cool. And max, anything below about 2 million is pretty good. You want to avoid, even when you get to 1 million, you want to start thinking, do I really need those levels? So now Jaden switched to the wax brush. This is the brush that we use probably 90% of the time. The wax brush is like having, if you've got a piece of clay in front of you, it's like having some clay to put on and then building it up with your hands and then smoothing it out. So
I'm just fixing some of the mesh right now.
Okay, yeah, she's just cleaning up some of the areas that sort of got stretched. And you can also use the smooth brush a little. So Jaden's using the shift, and she's waxing over top of it. And what that does is shift is the smooth. So if you don't press any buttons down, zoom in a little bit, Jaden, and show him just what the sculpt's doing. That's what sculpt does. Now, if you hold shift down and you go over that, it smooths it back out again. And if you do control digs into your mesh and makes a hole. And again, you can see there that even that is starting to get pixelated. So for what we're wanting to do with this size of a brush, it's okay, but really to get all those, you'll see soon, to get all those little details, we'll go up to probably 5 or 6, I would guess. So far we started with the grab brush. We're using the wax brush just to fix some areas.
And I'm going to start with the suction cups.
Okay. Do we need to spin that a sec for me? Do we need to make that a bit fatter at the bottom? It's kind of skinny. Let's make this area here a little fatter so it looks like it's coming out of the octopus part there. So we're using Jaden's using the grab brush, and she's just going to pull it thicker. Like it was just, I think it was pinched a bit too much down there. And if you rotate around, well, let's get it even fatter down at the base there. Yeah, there we go. Now we get a little bit fatter. We can see how it's tapering up till it gets to the top.
All right.
So we're up into level 4, and we've got, which brush are we switching to, Jaden?
Foamy.
Foamy is a fun brush.
And I'm just putting a circle everywhere that I want one of those suction cups.
Yep. And you can see the size that we're doing. Now, depending on how much you've stretched yours, you may not be able to match the exact size that we have for our tentacle. So you might have to just make your brush a little bit smaller. And as Jaden goes up, she's making her brush a little bit smaller, especially as we get up to these next ones. If you hold B down and press your pen, that'll make your brush a little bit smaller each time. Or bigger, there you go.
Ooh.
And again, we're just roughing in the details. This isn't the final, but it lets us know where we're going to be putting these guys.
And then let's go up one more.
Up to level 5, we've got almost 400,000 polygons.
I like how that mesh is doing that. I'll make it stronger so those are more prominent now. Yeah.
So we've just increased the strength on the brush, which you can do on the slider, or you can do by holding M down and scrolling up and down, and that's just adding more power to the brush. And then again, remember we're using a touch-sensitive pad, so the harder you press, the more will show up also.
And then I'm going to grab the flatten and just flatten out the center of these. Going down as I go. Looks about right. What was next? Oh yeah, I want to make the shape a little bit smoother.
So she's just popped down to level 2, is back to the grab brush, and it's just going to, again, play around with that overall shape. You see all the detail we did up above doesn't look great because it doesn't really there right now. I think we had about 6 of these tentacles when we were doing the room 206. And we just rotated them around, printed them at different sizes.
Oh yeah.
But you definitely want to give it some life. Don't just have a straight tentacle. You want to have it look like it's reaching through something. Back up to level 5.
I'm gonna take the, which was it? The foamy, make it smaller. Once again with a lot of strength and control into the center of each of these.
There we go, instant suction cups, folks.
That's about good enough for all of them.
Don't get obsessed with the undo key. One of the guys that I know is one of the best sculptors I've ever seen says he never uses Control Z. If he makes a mistake, he just smooths it out because nature's not perfect. So to try and get, with Mudbox, the whole thing is about building up a shape and then smoothing it out with your shift. You're never going to get it right. A lot of people get frozen because they can't get the shape to look perfect in one go. And that's not what Mudbox is. As you see, Mudbox is building it up, flattening it down, carving into it. You got to think differently when you're working with this. And we find Mudbox, Jaden makes this look really easy. Most Mudbox creations look bad for most of their life until they start looking good near the end.
Alright, what I'm gonna do now is, once again, the foamy and make these little like warts around it. I kind of went overboard with the ones I made for the room and put a lot of them in there, but
it's always good to have reference up too. We didn't open any reference because Jaden's made so many of these she doesn't want to see another one, but you definitely want to have some pictures of octopus tentacles up there, up on your second monitor, so you can be looking at it and seeing what these things actually look like. Don't sculpt from memory unless you have an octopus in your house. You don't know it good enough. Get yourself some reference and have it available.
And grabbing the wax brush, I'm gonna go over like the general spine of the back.
Build up some muscle back there.
Any more strength. Just a basic blotch around the back, slowly going up to the top. And alt around them to build them up more.
Yeah, so we're building up and then smoothing down. There we go, smoothing down, then building up. I think we're still on level 5 for those keeping track. That's, again, where you're going to do most of your small detail.
We got a spine back there, and you wanted to go into another layer for the stamp?
Yeah, so we're going to show you a stamp now. We've got the general shape where we want it, but tentacles aren't perfectly smooth. This one still looks way too smooth. So we created a sculpt layer by going under layers and creating a new sculpt layer. Now, sculpt layer kind of works a bit like Photoshop. You can do things on that layer. If you don't like them, you can delete that layer and your original thing is below. And you can also fade out a sculpt layer. So Jaden's going to find a stamp over on the side that she likes, and she's going to use the spray brush, and she's going to sort of spray this texture on. It's subtle, so if you zoom in a little bit, you'll be able to see a little bit better what she's doing. There we go. We're just trying to make it look like this isn't the smooth digital clay, and this is a great texture too, a great stamp.
I can turn the strength up and then go over a couple of more areas where I want it to be more bumpy.
Mm-hmm. And zoom in, give us some bumps. Now zoom in, now play with the percentage or strength of your sculpt brush. So you see, sorry, your sculpt layer, my bad. Yeah,
your sculpt layer there, so you can turn that all the way from 0 all the way up again. So it's nice because you can put a lot of detail in, then dial it back. And if you're not happy with the detail, you can just turn that layer off or delete that layer, and you've still got all the work you did before.
Leave it at 75. Just adding more roughness around it. What else? There was one more thing I did. Ooh, this one, it looks like the bumps of a...
Should we make a new layer for that one?
Yeah. And then I'm gonna just go around these circular things in the center. This one part of the mesh does not like me.
Yeah, it's a little stretch there. We could maybe smooth that a little bit. Oh, it's got a nice pinch in there. That's something we probably should have fixed back on it earlier before we went up, but this is all just, yep. And then again, so we've got another sculpt layer for the second texture, and then if you want to dial that one back separately, you can dial that one down. You can play with the different amount that it gets, from nothing to somewhere in between.
I think that's about it. Do you want to show anything else?
I think that's it. I think we made a pretty cool looking tentacle in about 17 minutes there. Now, you're not going to do it in 17 minutes. Like I said, Jaden's a pro. But this should get you started. Pause the video, rewind the video, take a look at it if you need to. Main brushes, again, that we used with a grab brush to get the shape, the wax brush to build up, the foamy brush to make the start of the tentacles. Then we switched to the flatten brush to flatten them off. And then we did a negative foamy, did we, to make the indents?
Yeah,
negative foamy with Alt held down, or Control held down. And then just some textures, and foamy did the little bumps and warts on there too. Thanks for watching our video. Hopefully this gets you into Mudbox.
It was Control 10 or
Stop.